Welcome back. Let's play some 10-minute games here on Shogi Wars. There's always a move at the edge. Typically the left edge or the right edge. Good luck. Alright, take 5. We continue on this quest to try to play an unfamiliar opening. And maybe someday I'll manage to do it properly. We all sit awaiting my results. So here I bring out silver 1 and silver 2. And as far as I'm aware, like this looks like I've completed the shape, right? That's a fun shape too. This time, not play my king off to the right like I usually do, but just start attacking. Okay. I think part of the character of this shape, though, is I'm supposed to get pawns on the 4th rank. I don't seem to have done that here. Bishop needs to be on 1-3. Okay, we'll give that a shot. Instead of this, like, Urashino bishop thing. Either way, I've started attacking. It's kind of fun. Oh, I just got a pawn. Well, then. Okay, we exchange. Our opponent's preparing to exchange bishop takes silver any second now. Oh, well, I kind of had to move the gold because my opponent attacked me, but yeah, the site might not recognize it. Maybe we'll try it next game, because this already... My opponent is just attacking. On the other hand, a bishop out here would be useful. So it's what I'm playing anyway here. I think this situation is a bit too different for me to get this. Yeah. Still, not a bad play on my part to bring this forward. Why didn't I just win the rook? I don't know. We'll do it next turn. Assuming they miss. Okay. Interesting. How much trouble am I in if they get this bishop? It's not a good situation. I will run. How can I attack this before I get attacked? I'm not sure. Well, there is one thing I could do. I'll defend against a bishop drop. This is safe. Now we just need to wait for them to move the silver away so I can push this and smash them. They're not going to do this, of course, but... Huh. It is their move. It's their privilege and responsibility to play something here. I don't know what I would play in their shoes. Of course, I'm thinking about, like, pushing pawns on this side of the board, maybe complete Elmo Castle, but all this looks pretty not pleasant. Okay, so I just move up my silver and try to take this, I think. Not sure what else I should do. Um, hmm. Could push this. This can only end well. Nothing terrible is about to happen in the next 5 moves. This can only end well. Yeah, I have no idea.
$7分。
Hmm. Oh, they're threatening a pawn drop in the center of my position. That could prove to be unpleasant. I don't know what I do about it. Just line up all the pieces to be taken at once. I guess next I bring this knight out? Like, what are they gonna do? If they jump this knight, I can take... Well, no, the rook is defending here. They might try to jump this knight twice, but then I can just take it. They want my bishop. Um... Whatever. Let's go. Sidestep a fork. So there's no knight drop fork. If they do drop the knight, I can move up my silver. And as long as I keep closing in on their castle, I'm heading the right direction. But yeah, missing this pawn advance promotion early in the game was a huge miss. And something I'll struggle from. Oh, I just can't move the gold. That's going to be difficult when every opponent plays static rook against my thing. Maybe I move my rook first and my center pawn or something. I don't know. Seems difficult. Oh, but I guess bishop 1-3 might make it easier to do. Even if it's not required. Hmm. I'll need to think about that. Um, oh, so this maybe prevents me from dropping a knight here. Or allows them to drop a knight here. Or they're intending to push this forward. Okay, now we figured the real plan. That's the actual plan, is they'd like to invade. Hmm. Maybe I let them invade. Wait a second. I can push this. It's your move. Okay. This is where you wanted to put the rook the entire time. I don't believe you. Sadly, I can't get multiple knights onto the same square. Oh, I don't need to do that, though. I'm just going to say they're not going to push this pawn because it blocks the bishop. Alright, so I block my rook. Welcome. Oh, okay. But, oh, that's interesting. It's like, obviously Yagura is, if I remember right, the castle names are Yagura and Right Yagura. So we'd be looking at the normal fortress formation, as opposed to whatever nonsense I play. Okay. This is interesting. Alright, I invade. You get 2 pieces. How do I continue?
2分30秒
Feels disgusting to use the pawn in front of my rook. But I think it's okay. That's stunning that they exchange here. I wouldn't have done that. I was hoping they'd retreat, we'd exchange here again, and I'd find some plan. I was really struggling there, but, you know, they bailed me out.
2分。
I might be losing my rook here in a second. There are just too many tactics. And not enough time to figure it out. I drop the gold, this rook retreats, I play silver takes. They take my gold, they drop my gold on me, my rook runs back, and some horrible tactic is sure to await me. We're not there yet, though. Should I have dropped the gold instead of this? Maybe. Tactics are hard.
1分30秒。
I don't know what to do to that. My rook is trapped. Congratulations.
1分。
I don't know, man. Shogi is hard. Chess is also hard, but this is Shogi. I should have just dropped a knight here. Whatever. No, taking the attacking knight was probably correct. Check. You're in check, and I am not. Thank you. Just run away. Let's make things fun. Oh no, my bishop.
30秒。
Undisputed. One down, two to go. This time control is pretty weird, isn't it? Good luck. Let's stick this in here first. We're not giving up on this. Alright. Oh, and the bishop won 3 or something? I don't remember. Pawn 5-5. Probably. We'll figure something out. I'm close to getting a badge here. Bishop 1-3, not necessary. Let's attack. Alright, so... at the very least, we got to attack pretty aggressively. It could just be whatever the opponent did was kind of strange. I don't know. Could be that the rook here was too early. Maybe. Anyway, I could play Torizashi now, I guess. If I don't get checkmated by doing it. Man. Trying to figure... Oh, I could move up the rook. And that threatens to hit this. It might be that I need to push this pawn too as part of the shape. I'm not the fastest thinker out there. I do rely on pattern recognition quite a bit, because thinking is hard. So I'm relying on them dropping a silver somewhere around here, which means it can't be used against me down here. And now I castle. Admittedly, I wasn't thinking they could just drop here directly and it's a mutual attack. And I didn't castle. I probably should have thought about that. I guess more important than whether or not I get some animation or effect or badge or something, I have a playable game. I've made it like 20 moves into the game and I've not thrown it yet. So that's an achievement. Somehow I thought I had a silver set up in the middle to help my knight take this. That's not at all the case. Probably still need to move my knight. But this isn't as good as I thought it was. I could retreat. Wait. If I retreat my silver, they pull up this gold. We get some pretty interesting positions. I'll just hold the line this way. Yeah, we're not retreating just yet. Give me a second, then we'll retreat. Oh, they're Fugura. They don't have the pawn to win my knight if I take this. So they have to withdraw, and my knight's too far advanced, but oh well. Okay. Presumably they're threatening something. There's always a move on the edge was today's proverb. Oh, fine, I'll drop my silver. Why not? Oh, okay then. Sure.
7分、
I missed that. Yeah, it sounds about right. Yeah. So, there is an interesting tactic here. Oh, shit. This is not as interesting as it looked a second ago. Well, well. We'll play the hand that I've dealt myself. I'm not thrilled about it. Yeah, for my move order, I might need to play the 1-3 bishop. So I think I'm threatening to take this with... Actually, my knight could take it. I was just seeing that bishop takes sacrifice. But knight takes actually just straight up wins material. Granted, there's a silver drop that it's just immediately pain afterward. And I don't know what to do about that. But I am able to make some inroads into my opponent's position. Oh, I could line up both bishops here. That dodges the fork, but then they drop a pawn, and my attack is over. Wait. Is the revelation here that I have to be okay with, like, giving my rook? That might be the actual revelation. Alright, well, they've set the dragon in a strange location here. That allows a tactic. If they drop a silver, I can counter with a gold drop, and that is a fork to meet their fork. Oh, so they're not grabbing my pieces. Okay. I could not be more confused. Well, I don't like your dragon, so let's figure this out. Amazing. I found a way to lose this. Um...
5分、
Fine. Whatever. We're gonna keep my rook. It's gonna cost me dearly. And it's just a big target that's gonna cost me again and again. But, like, I can't give away the second rook. Oh, jeez. Well, no, if they bring the dragon up, I could retreat. Play 3/3 bishop and then complete the crab shape with the rook last. Okay. Yeah, maybe I should try 3/3 bishop then. Tactics, tactics everywhere. Never a reprieve. Hmm. Yeah, maybe the site's changed. The animation. Uh, just whatever triggers it. Oh, I just got my rook trapped again. That's a fun username. So, oh wow, they don't. Nothing about this position makes sense. Um, would you like my rook? Oh, fuck. After bishop takes knight, um, the dragon is defending their silver. So I'm having to play the tactic the other way. I'm having to actually sack the rook if they go this way. Alright, they got a rook. It cost them everything to get it. And I don't know what they're going to do now that they actually have it. If they take my pawn, I could knight drop, knight takes, bishop drop, and I've got an attack. They probably need to try to defend this. I need to try to attack it, etc. That's not defense.
3分、
You know what? Let's go. Your move. Looks like I might win this on time. Unless they manage to hang a lot of material and I find a mate. Um,
2分30秒。
should I set a trap? Well, the trap doesn't work, so maybe not. I can't pawn drop over here. That's unfortunate. Okay, whatever. Try this. They might do dragon takes here. They might run away. I was thinking maybe if I sack here or something, amazing tactics might happen.
2分。
I don't think so. Let's go. Try this. Wait, I can take that.
1分30秒。
Yeah, they had a decent attack. Thanks, Spooping. 2 down, 1 to go. Good luck. Okay, we're gonna try this time. Can we fail thrice in a row? Let's find out. Forward. Forward, let's go. Light up, bishop back. I seem to have provoked my opponent here. Unless this is just normal, and I'm not aware of it. There we go. We got it. Crab hands obtained. Interesting position, too. Wait, what's defending this? That's a free pawn. And if I bring my rook over, its mate. Let's do that. Ooh. We got whatever this is. Sickle hands obtained too. Let's go. Who needs Urashino when you can just do this? The sushi chef? That's a fun name. I have to go back this way. Well, maybe they don't. Maybe there is some defense to, like, rook over. Yeah, this is what I would do. Okay. There's always a move on the edge. It's today's saying. Let's go. If I had a knight, the knight could go here. I wonder how I can get a knight. I will take one precaution to not, like, sack the rook as part of this. Because that would be a bit much. But... wait, if I go here, silver drop, I take... They can drop the silver a second time, and they're out of pawns. Versus if I just move the rook over one, if I push this pawn, there's so many different things that could happen. My rook hitting this pawn doesn't actually threaten anything. Let's put the rook here instead. And that way, like, this gold's not going to move, but if it did move, I could take here. If the king moved, I could take here. So if I, like, drop a knight and then take a lance and the king takes my knight, then I can take here. This position sure is awkward for the opponent since they can't drop a pawn. It's starting to dawn on me how extremely awkward this is for the opponent. This is, I could just push the edge and sack everything. Well, yeah. How could they possibly stop me? What are they going to do? Um,
7分。
they still have the silver in hand. If I do some dumb knight drop, it's not enough. It's almost, but not quite enough. Hmm. Wait a second. You know, believe in the heart of the cards. We'll do it. The more I look at it, the more I'm like, you know, this might work. I'm not totally sure, but it's better to have an attack than no attack. So, let's go. My goal is to get the king away from this pawn. Surely, somehow I can manage this. That doesn't mean I've calculated this out. It just means I think I'm doing what's reasonable in the context of this position. I got this far. Yeah, I don't know what's happening next, but I have faith. Oh, that's a cool move. Silver takes. Okay, I didn't see that. Like I said, I've been flying by the seat of my pants here. I have a choice between Night Drop and just moving up this knight. Fine. Oh, they could drop the lance. This is not good. Oh shit, yeah, lance 2-2 looks way more promising. Because I can expose my bishop and promote my rook and all that good stuff. I don't know about this lance drop. This is gonna get exciting.
5分、
Did I miss something? Oh, yeah, bishop takes rook. That's what I missed. Little detail. Okay. Um, little detail. But you know what? It was just part of this plan where I drop the gold back here and I get the bishop back. Yeah. Definitely planned that one out. Okay, so my king is super dead in the middle of the board if they just find time to checkmate me. It's not looking good for my attacking prospects either. Hmm. What can I... Oh, hang on. I have a tactic, believe it or not. The world's most ridiculous knight fork. Um, I could have dropped the knight here, but they just take it with the lance, and my attack dies out. So, we're trying something desperate.
3分、
That's crazy. Like, my move was bad, but that move is something different.
2分30秒。
Alright, I'll try my bluff here. Rook takes does not improve their situation. So their king is going to wall in their rook unless they allow this exchange. If they do allow this exchange, I think this is okay. For me. Yes, it looks crazy, but I think it's okay. I have to move the rook so it doesn't get trapped. My opponent does not have a pawn. Oh, if I drop the lance, they do knight takes. If I drop it here, though, they attack it some other way. I've overestimated the value of my rook. It's not quite this good. Yes, I need to attack this knight next. And I don't have time to do that, but I have to do it. I could just move up the silver, and I have nothing. Um,
2分。
hmm. Hmm.
1分30秒。
Maybe there's something tricky if I advance my bishop. No, the tricky thing is I get mated. There's nothing there. Um, yeah, I'm down a lot. Even in the variation you mentioned where I don't get the rook, but 7/7 bishop I was looking at. Yeah, the knight's useless. I need to plow through this so I can promote and have some attack. But oh, this knight's useless. Yeah. Yep, that's correct. Alright, I'll take 2 for 1.
1分。
Get my king off the edge of the board. This is where they drop the rook. No, actually, I have a silver drop. Interesting. This is where they drop the knight. Yep. They could take this. If they take the lance, I could push the center pawn and hope for a trap. Yeah. The only thing that gets trapped if I push the center pawn is I'm going to lose my own dragon to some fork when I'm least expecting it. Let's push here. Why did I do that instead of second rank? What am I doing? Making the game interesting, I suppose. Let's run. That is a fork. Let's just keep going.
$30 秒
Why did I do this? What am I doing? Continuing to make the game interesting. Well, since they're in time pressure, now we do push the center pawn. And see if they're so excited that they blunder the game. They have their wits about them, though. Knight takes silver. It's kind of hard to respond to. They picked the one path out of this that doesn't work. That's unfortunate. They were so concerned that I might push the center pawn that they just panicked.
20 秒
They have gold drop. It's a fork. Oh, fuck. I can't. What's going on?
10秒
What's going on, man? Damn it! Extra game. I'm not good at this. Can I explain that I'm bad at that? Thanks for watching. Have a good day.